and it is arising in the infra-orbital canal, and it descends downwards, forwards and inferiorly, and it enters into the anterior margin of the cavernous sinus, and then it descends downwards and it supplies the canine, and to an incisor teeth is supplied by this anterior superior alveolar nerve. So here you see, and these things, the gums, and here the gums also supplied by and there is a communication is there in between these, and these are formed by the alveolar plexus. In between these three nerves, posterior superior alveolar branch, and middle superior alveolar nerve, and anterior superior alveolar nerve. In the endings, and there is a communication is there, and this communication is called by the alveolar plexus, superior alveolar plexus, and superior alveolar plexus are formed by the posterior superior alveolar nerve, middle superior alveolar nerve. It is a branch of the infraorbital. It is a branch of the maxillary nerve, and this one is a branch of the inferior orbital nerve, anterior superior alveolar nerve. It's a branch of the inferior alveolar nerve. So here you see there is a zygomatic nerve. It is arising from, it is a branch of the maxillary, and the posterior superior alveolar branch. It is a branch of the maxillary, but anterior superior alveolar nerve. Once again, don't confuse here. And meningeal branch is directly arising from the maxillary, and here there is a ganglionic branches. They are arising from the maxillary nerve, and the zygomatic branch, it is arising from the maxillary nerve, and posterior superior alveolar branch, it also arising from the maxillary nerve. So these are the branches of the maxillary. Then onwards it continues as an infraorbital nerve. So here the maxillary branches are different, and this infraorbital branches are different. Once again, the maxillary nerve branches. Meningeal branch is attached to the dura mater, meninges, and there is a ganglionic branches belongs to the maxillary, zygomatic branch belongs to the maxillary, and this posterior superior alveolar branch belongs to the maxillary, because and these nerves, they are arising from the maxillary. Next, what are the branches? They are arising from the infraorbital nerve. So this middle superior alveolar nerve, anterior superior alveolar nerve, and palpebral branch, nasal branch, and superior labial branch. These are the branches of the infraorbital nerve. Once again, and there is a middle superior alveolar nerve, branch of the infraorbital. We are discussing about what are the branches which are arising from the infraorbital nerve. The infraorbital nerve, it is giving the middle superior alveolar nerve, and anterior superior alveolar nerve, and palpebral branch, nasal branch, superior labial branch. These are the branches of the infraorbital nerve. Next, this zygomatic branch. So this zygomatic branch, at the lateral end of the infraorbital foramen, and it enters into the orbit at the level of the floor of the orbit. It is entering into the floor of the orbit. Before entering into the floor of the orbit, and before entering into the floor of the orbit, it gives the two branches. One is One is it gives two branches. One is a facial, facial and temporal. So here what happens? This zygomatic branch, and it comes out through the, and it comes in the peripherally and through the zygomaticofacial foramen. Through the zygomaticofacial foramen, and it comes out, and it breaks to give the two branches, zygomaticotemporal and zygomaticofacial. The zygomaticofacial supplies to this area at the cheeks. It is supplied by the zygomaticofacial. Touch, pain, temperature, and carried by these things by the this area supplied by the zygomaticofacial. And zygomaticotemporal means this area is carried by the zygomaticotemporal. And here it gives the another branch, and that is called by the communicating branch. So this communicating branch, it arises from the zygomaticotemporal. It arises from the zygomaticotemporal, and it runs along with the facial lacrimal branch. It enters into the lacrimal gland and supplies to the lacrimal gland. So it is having the postganglionic secretomotor fibers. In here, the secretion of the lacrimal gland is controlled by the zygomaticotemporal nerve communicating branch. So here what happens? Here there is a facial ophthalmic nerve is there. The ophthalmic nerve, and it gives the nasociliary, facial, frontal and lacrimal. This one is a lacrimal. And through the superior orbital fissure, it enters into the orbit. Superior orbital fissure. It enters into the orbit here, and along with the lateral wall of the orbit in between the periosteum and the lateral wall, and it runs towards the laterally, and it is accompanied by this communicating branch of the zygomaticotemporal nerve. This one is a communicating branch. This one is a communicating branch. Through this communicating branch, it is a branch of the zygomaticotemporal, and zygomaticotemporal is a branch from the maxillary. But here